Hello, welcome to Oweleke TV News. I am Mercy Babajide. The news headlines. Federal Executive Council felicitates with Muslim faithful an Eid Fitr occasion. In business, Presidency backs CBN on rising Naira value, vows further clampdown on racketeers. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden calls Netanyahu's approach to war against Hamas a mistake. And in sports, Super Falcons secure first Olympics ticket in 16 years. Welcome back. Now the news in details. The Federal Executive Council has felicitated with the Muslim faithful on the successful completion of the 2024 Ramadan fast and celebration of Eid al-Fitr. The Secretary to the Government and the Federation, Senator George Akume, on Tuesday night, in a third statement on behalf of the FEC, urged the Muslim faithful to continue to reflect on the lessons of the fast, which includes love, sacrifice, endurance, obedience, and compassion. Akume, in the statement signed on his behalf by Segun Imoyese, Director of Information in his office, also urged Nigerians to be optimistic in their support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and to continue to promote national unity, peaceful coexistence for stability, development, and growth of the nation. And now, the Department of State Services, DSS, on Tuesday advised Muslims across the country to be security conscious at all the prayer grounds during the Eid Fitr build for today. The secret police also advised that Muslims should report any suspicious movement to security agents when noticed, noting that he was working closely with the Nigeria Police Force and other sister agencies to ensure each free Salah celebration. In its Salah celebration message, the spokesman of the Secret Police, Peter Funaya, urged Nigerians to live together in a peaceful manner that would always resonate peaceful coexistence. The leadership of the Labour Party on Tuesday warned the Nigeria Labour Congress against trying to hijack the political platform, saying it lacked the power to sack the Julius ABURE National Working Committee as recently declared. The party's response was a reaction to Monday's resolution taken by the NLC Political Commission at a stakeholders meeting in Abuja. In the communique released after the gathering, the unionists voided the national convention that returned ABURE and its NWC members to office to fill the vacuum. The stakeholders said the Congress would set up a transition committee to oversee the party's affairs pending when new officers will be elected in 3 months and other resolutions. But the party kicked on Tuesday, saying the NLC lacked such power to sack its cabinet. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. And now to other news stories. The Kano State High Court has fixed April 17th for the arraignment of the immediate past Kano State Governor and the National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, on bribery charges. According to the Judicial Firm 2, Ganduje is to be arraigned at 9 a.m. before Justice Usman Naira, sitting in courtroom 4. He will be arraigned alongside his wife Afsat's son, Umar, and 5 others on 8 counts, bordering on $413,000 and 1.38 billion naira bribery. The Kano State government said it had assembled 15 witnesses to testify against them. Governor Abba Yusuf had an assumption of office, accused Ganduje of misappropriating public funds and allocating plots of land to some members of his immediate family. On Monday, the state governor Abba Yusuf urged the EFCC to release the result of its probe into the alleged dollar bribery video involving Ganduje. And now in business news, the Presidency on Tuesday said the concerted efforts of the Yemi Cardoso-led Central Bank of Nigeria aimed at stabilizing the Naira aligns with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's multifaceted approach to ridding the nation's foreign exchange market of malign actors and sharp practices. Well, it also vowed to continue its campaign against racketeers, urging Nigerians to expect a stronger Naira that would reflect a significant drop in the prices of essential commodities commodities by the first quarter of 2025. The special advisor to the president on media and publicity, ABURE, who said this, spoke against the backdrop of the recent series of measures rolled out by the central bank to halt the Naira free fall and return the local currency to its fair value. Oil marketers have called for a downward review in the pump price of the automotive gas oil, popularly called diesel, being produced by the Dangote Petroleum Refinery to between 700 Naira and 850 Naira per litre, as operators plan to meet managers of the refinery next week. The largest downstream marketing association, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, which made the call in an interview, said the 1,225 Naira per litre diesel price from the indigenous refinery was high because the commodity was produced in Nigeria and not imported. The Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria also called for a reduction in the price of Dangote diesel. The groups called for the intervention of the federal government and urged the managers of the refinery to consider the high cost of logistics required to transport the product from Lagos, where the refinery is located. Now, this came as it was gathered that the marketers, under the aegis of IPMAN and Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, and Petron held separate meetings on Monday to deliberate on the pricing of petroleum products from the refinery as well as other issues. Up next are stories on the foreign scene. After this break, just stay with us.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. Now to foreign stories. U.S. President Joe Biden has said Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's approach to the war against Hamas is mistaken. Biden's remarks in an interview that aired late Tuesday deepened an already growing rift between the two staunch allies over the war, now in its 7th month. Now, those disagreements have been compounded over the worsening humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip. Israel's expected offensive in the city of Rafah and Israel's recent strike on a humanitarian convoy which killed 7 aid workers, most of them foreigners. He was responding to a question about whether Netanyahu was letting political considerations steer his decision-making in the war. Biden said Israel should agree to a ceasefire, flood beleaguered Gaza with aid for the next 6 to 8 weeks, and allow regional countries to help distribute the aid. The Biden administration was outspoken in its support for Israel following the October 7th Hamas attack, but in recent weeks has stepped up criticism of Israel's approach to the war. In entertainment, Nollywood actress and filmmaker Funke Akindele has debunked allegations that late actress Jumoke Aderounmu reached out to her during a battle with sickness that eventually killed her, but she ignored her messages. Recall that Aderounmu passed away on Saturday at the age of 40 after battling an undisclosed ailment. Akindele, who worked with Aderounmu on a TV series, Jennifer's Diary, had taken to her Instagram page to mourn her. However, a brother of the deceased shared the post on his Instagram account, stating how someone who ignored his late sister during her predicament was now mourning her on social media. Many who suspected he was referring to Akindele thronged to the actress page to lambast her. Now, reacting to the backlash in an Instagram live session, Akindele explained that she was depressed and dealing with her own trying moments too when Aderounmu was sick. And in sports, Super Falcons of Nigeria have broken a 16-year jinx to qualify for the Paris 2024 Olympics. This happened at the expense of a spirited South African Pretoria on Tuesday. The Falcons held their host to a goalless draw to go through 1-0 on aggregate, having won the first leg 1-0 in Abuja last week. Rasheedat Ajibade scored the only goal of the encounter. Now, during the second leg, Nigeria carved out the first chance of the game with Kaylin Swart saving Chiwendu Iezo's cross. The Super Falcons were in total control of the game in the first half, with the hosts struggling to create any clear-cut opportunity. It is the first time Nigeria will qualify for the Olympics since 2008. And just before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Federal Executive Council felicitates with Muslim faithful on Eid Fitr occasion. In business, Presidency backs CBN on rising Naira value, vows further clamp down on racketeers. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden calls Netanyahu's approach to war against Hamas a mistake. And in sports, Super Falcons secure first Olympics ticket in 16 years. And that's all on the package on the bulletin. Kindly follow us on all our social media pages at Oweleketv and visit our website at www.oweleke.tv. I am Mercy Babajide. Many thanks for watching.